Okay, next up we have Jurist.ai. Jurist.ai offers AI-powered legal products that function as virtual one-person law firms, assisting attorneys in federal criminal defense, civil litigation, and business documentation. Their tools deliver full motion drafting, research citations, discovery analysis, and personalized motion recommendations to enhance efficiency and strategic decision-making. So, Jurist.ai, feel free.
Thank you for that introduction, Liana. Can you guys see my screen? So, Juris AI exists to help litigation from end to end, especially for high volume litigation or multi-district litigation. So, we really streamline the entire process of going through a case. Right now, we're in federal, and towards the end of the year, we'll be in all major jurisdictions. So, let's go through the process of drafting an initial complaint. As all the attorneys here know, going through developing a theory of the case, doing your initial analysis of the documents and the facts, and extracting that from your client can be a really intensive and time consuming process. But with our civil litigation suite, it really is as easy as describing who the plaintiff is going to be, who the defendant is going to be, adding all of your supporting documents and your evidence, and clicking a button. The system uses the best practices that attorneys in these niche specific areas utilize in order to determine, hey, what kind of a complaint should I file? What should my theory of the case look like? How should I structure it? Define your legal strategy. And we also take into account our clients' internal practice, writing styles, and how they like to go about doing things. So we try to offer as much of a bespoke experience as possible. Towards the end, if there's a little bit of time, I will pull up one of the documents that the system drafts. You can see here it also does case citation research. So we have a hallucination detection system that we utilize internally that checks all of the outputs and post processes them, finds any citations that AI has inserted, deletes those, and then we have another system that is connected to actual legal research databases, does a research. Every citation is hyperlinked. You get a little blurb. You can pick the ones that you want to include in whatever document. You click on it, it'll take you to the opinion. So this just saves you quite a bit of research, and then it's intelligently inserted into the areas of whatever document it is that you're drafting so that it can mimic how humans write as much as possible. And then we have our checklist on actually going through and filing the complaint. But let's go back over here and take a look at the dashboard. So our dashboard is totally integrated with Pacer. We don't need your Pacer credentials. If you have a case in court, whether you filed it using our intake flow or whether it already exists, you just put the case number in, we will pull your case up. We programmatically pull all the case documents. We do strategic analysis about what steps you should take next. And whenever you or your opponent file in court, our system will automatically connect with your docket, pull the docket entry, pull the document, update the analysis. We try to really be seamlessly integrated into how attorneys work. As the last presenter said, who did an incredible job, by the way, as everybody did, attorneys spend a lot of time on email. So we try to keep a lot of the outputs going directly into your inbox so you don't have to learn how to use another tool, especially for really busy attorneys that are filing in court. So if you're in a case and the defendant files a motion, our system will actually go through, pull that document, analyze it, and draft an entire response brief along with an updated strategic digest, send that to you right in your inbox. Another thing that we have really strived to do is build it around how attorneys work. So this is your docket for your case, but it also has, hey, look, this is the best practice for this kind of case to file as a petitioner at your preliminary stage. and you just go ahead and one click generate all of those. And then as they actually appear on the court docket, then they show up in your timeline. So we can see that this case here hasn't gone to the discovery, trial, post-trial, or judgment stage, but it has gotten to the pretrial stage. So we have the court's opinions or orders, we have the defendant's filings, and then we have the user's filings along with, hey, look, this is what you should be filing at every stage with one click generation. We have a generation suite that goes through if your firm has a particular way that they like to construct their documents or templates, then we can go ahead and insert those. But if we go ahead and click a motion for order for service, go ahead, explain, try to give as much context as possible. This always operates in the full context of your case. So whatever discovery is in your case, whatever documents you filed, any interaction that you do on the system, and everything that's in the court docket is fed back into the outputs. So I went ahead and ran this a couple minutes ago. You can see that it does district specific research to find citations that are relevant to the kind of motion, the kind of case, and you just click and it will go ahead and insert those directly into your document. So while that is going ahead and finishing up, actually, I think it's done already. So let me just quickly pull up Word so you can see what one of the documents looks like. So this is a document, Oregon District Court. It thinks I'm the attorney. I'm not. But if you were the attorney, then it goes ahead, constructs your caption for you. You can see the citations are there all throughout the entire document with analysis. So it's really robust. We're working on district specific formatting. That's one of the next things that we'll be rolling out. But I want to go to my email real quick. One of the things that our system does is it will go ahead and say, hey, look, what does an attorney in this case really need to know and what should they be researching? So it will go out and produce research digests at the critical stages that your case is in with all these citations. One of the things that a lot of the presenters have mentioned is deep research. So this is a deep research, but it isn't something that you necessarily have to come up with and try to determine what the prompt is. It will go through and look at what some of the major controversies or citations that you might need or similar cases that are recently being filed. So I don't know how much time I have left, but that should give you a pretty good overview of our end-to-end lifecycle litigation with some agentic components that we have here at Jurist.ai, with some of these other workflows as well. And if you want to get in touch, you can reach us on the website and I'll drop the Calendly as well in the chat.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much, Jurist.ai. Perfect timing. Okay, here is the QR code. You can try it by visiting their website and mentioning Demo Day.